We've got a town hall going on the radio right now with U.S. Senator John Kennedy. Your chance to talk directly to him. Our phone number is 318-320-5335. You can also text us on the KEEL text line, 318-392-1884. But if you want to speak directly with Senator John Kennedy, 320-KEEL, 320-5335 is the number. Senator, we got you on the bat phone now, I think. The super-duper bat phone. Is that better? Good.
That
okay.
is better.
Much better. We had a caller, and I didn't want to put her on hold for that whole break, but she wanted to know, are you going to hold an in-person town hall meeting, and are you planning some of those around the state?
Yes.
Okay.
And, look, the Democratic Party, and I've gotten to know all of my Democratic colleagues in the Senate, and I like them, but we just disagree. The Democratic Party is coaching people to call and write and say that if you're a Republican senator, you're not in touch with your constituents, and that's just not true. I have answered over 60,000 emails and letters in the few months I've been up here. I don't know how many phone calls we answered. Mm-hmm. This is my second town hall meeting that I've done by radio. I think I can cover more ground that way. I will be doing some in-person town hall meetings, but mainly the Democratic underground wants us to do in-person town hall meetings so they can send people to scream at you and get on television
and disrupt it.
Yeah.
Let's
just call it like we see it. That's
Yeah.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And I just read an editorial by a liberal newspaper in New Orleans yesterday, and they're saying Kennedy's not in touch with his constituents. He needs to have an in-person town hall meeting. Well, that I will have them, but the whole purpose of that, and I know the person who wrote the editorial, he's very liberal, is so that they can send the Democratic underground out, and they don't want to hear answers. They want to scream at you and make fun of you and say Donald Trump is an evil man.
Right.
That is your right to believe that in America. But if you're coming to a town hall just to scream, you're welcome to come and do it, but it's not productive.
It isn't productive. Miranda is on line 5. 320-5335 is our number, 320-5335. Miranda, your question for Senator Kennedy.
Well, I saw on the news that you have a Medicaid worker.
Your phone's breaking up, Miranda.
Oh, sorry.
Hold still.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw on the news that you have a bill to create a Medicaid work requirement, and I definitely believe you should work if you're able to. But I'm worried about how this is going to affect my cousin who's disabled.
It won't affect your cousin who's disabled. The bill's very simple. It says if you're on Medicaid and you're getting free health care, it's completely free, paid for by the American taxpayer, who's spending $500 billion a year. If you're receiving Medicaid benefits, if you're between the ages of 18 and 55, and if you're not disabled, and if you don't have any children, then you would be required to work 20 hours a week. If you don't want to work, you can go back to school, but you got to go back to school for 20 hours a week. If you don't want to do that, you've got to do 20 hours of community service. It only applies to people who don't have dependents and aren't disabled and are between the ages of 18 and 55. I'm a firm believer that everyone should know the dignity of work. I think most people want to know the dignity of work. We'll help you get a job if you can't find one. My objective is not to take Medicaid away from people in need. My goal is to have fewer people need Medicaid, and the best way to do that is to get them back into the workforce earning a living so they don't have to have Medicaid.
Senator John Kennedy, thank you so much. So let me be real clear about something, and I'm not kissing up here, but mm-hmm. I've known you for a long time.
Yep.
You've
asked me some tough questions too.
Yeah, and we'll continue to do exactly
and that's
that.
Your job.
But I want folks that are listening to know that I have Senator Kennedy's cell phone number. He answers my texts. He does not dodge me. He never has. He is, if he can't be available, he makes himself available. So to hear people say that he is, not in touch. When you said that, I'm like, "Ew, man, he's the most in touch senator I've dealt with, and I've dealt with a lot of them." And, you know, and sent my weekly emails to Senator Landrieu at the time to her come on our radio show, weekly emails. And I didn't hear back from her until the week before the election, oddly enough, when she was beaten. But anyway, that's my kiss up to Senator Kennedy.
And look, I'll come on anytime. I will take phone calls. I know they're not screened. Anybody can call me and ask me anything you want to ask me. You can say anything you want to me. Just don't talk about my mama, but other than that, you can say whatever you want.
I have some questions myself. We have some callers lined up. We got to take a break for our news, but I have some questions about the budget and the impact on Louisiana. I know you have concerns about that. We're going to get to that. We want to talk health care, a lot of other issues. If you want to talk to the senator, your chance will be coming up right after the news. 320-5335 is the phone number at 1017 FM, 710 KEEL.